employees, as well as the Pacific region, which comprises about 400 employees. It's a billion-dollar organization, and they have a stellar reputation. Prior to becoming a board, they received a $9 million fine, which, after attorneys' fees and things, was roughly about $30 million. They brought me on board to redesign the program, which is really my specialty. I can come in and find inefficiencies in pretty much anything and figure out how to streamline things. And I did that with Opera. Other areas that I think will help me in my quest to become alderman. I've worked with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the Commodity Futures Trading Organization, and Commodity Futures Trading Commission, as well as the NFA and FINRA. I've got a lot of time that I spent dealing with congressmen, senators up on the Hill, trying to create transparency in the financial markets. And I think it really readies me for the alderman position. I've dealt with billion-dollar budgets, billion-dollar companies, and dealing with a ward that really has a budget of roughly $2 million. I'm not saying it's small, but for me, I think it's very doable. So with that being said, my record as far as with FINRA, the NFA, CFTC, SEC is spotless. I've received 0 fines at any point in my life. The companies that have been under my guidance have received 0 fines as well. I've done a good job of keeping them in line with the required rules and regulations. And again, I think that's really going to help. Part of what has, well, there's really 2 things that have pushed me into this race. First and foremost, I put my day job in finance. I've given up a very good position to take on this quest as alderman. And two things that have really pushed me to do that is one, my understanding of finance and how mismanaged Chicago is. And the second thing is the lack of accountability at all levels, whether it be the alderman, the mayor, and in certain aspects, different individuals that help run our government. So with that being said, one of the big areas of concern for me was the betrayal articles that came out in the Chicago Tribune. There's been issues with the Chicago public school system that include, they include rape, they include bullying, things like that. These come from, a lot of them come from the staff. It doesn't sound like much, but this has happened regularly. There's been one reported case of sexual molestation and or rape and or coercion since 2010. So that's 520 cases that have essentially went unreported. And due to FOIA and the Chicago Tribune really picking this up, it's helped me say, hey, the public is not holding individuals accountable. So with that being said, I'm running in this race. It's a grassroots campaign. I'm fully self-funding this. I'm not asking for a penny. This is not a fundraiser, nor will there be in the future. My wife, today's her birthday. Woo! To allow me to do this and step away from something that provided a good living for me and my family. And I'm really interested in what I can do most for the war. I've looked at a lot of the platforms by the 3 other candidates, and first and foremost, I don't run a negative campaign. I'm not about negativity whatsoever. But I look at what's being offered, and I look at constituents within our ward, and they should expect more. I'm looking at different plans that have been put out there by the 3 prospective candidates. It's kind of shocking that there is really no accountability, or there's no plans to better the ward or Chicago. I think it's very frustrating when you've got an incumbent who has been in this position for quite some time, and her platform is based on safety in the neighborhoods. And while that's one issue that should be addressed, there's really no plan behind that. And so I think we've got to start looking at things more content versus cosmetic. We can't look at catchphrases and say affordable living or affordable housing when no alderman, mayor, governor, or president can control that. It's all supply and demand. And unfortunately, I'm running to really change things. I've got a pretty solid platform. I've got 4 main areas that I'm looking to address. I think the alderman position itself is overrated. I think Chicago has too many aldermen to speak of. If you look at the top 10 most populous cities within the United States, the Chicago City Council has the least amount of constituents in that they cover. Currently, the average constituents within a particular ward is about 55,000. If you look at LA, they have 15 aldermen, 2.5 times the population, so they average about 250 to 300,000 constituents that they're accountable to. Chicago, our record, we've had 30 councilmen that have been indicted and sent to prison since 1970. These things are areas that need to be addressed. If you look at ROMs, maybe a lot of ROM supporters in here, I don't know. But what he's done to CPS, what he's done to police, what he's done to the overall community as far as the taxes go, things have to change. And our current city council in general, 90% of the current city council have voted 90% in favor of ROM's proposals. He's never lost a single initiative, not one. And to me, that's pretty frightening, especially when you look at the recent increase of property taxes. My personal property tax increased by 39%. I don't see, and to further that point, our current alderman has made it very clear that we should expect additional tax increases to come. I've had, I along with Eric Cespedes here, he's the treasurer of my campaign, we've along with many volunteers, we went door to door, and the one constant I hear are taxes and lack of transparency as to how things are being done and spent. And so, one of my main initiatives is the Chicago Accountability Project. It's going to be self-funded, it's going to be volunteer-based, and it's really ensuring that the current politicians keep the promises they make. Because right now, the promise to the sun, they deliver on zero. So, I want to put together a grassroots program where every alderman, we're going to create a website. It's going to essentially be a platform where all of their activity and everything that they say as far as what they're promising is going to be noted, and there's going to be upkeep. So if at any point they say they're going to do X, we're going to do monthly check-ins to make sure that they're doing X, and if they fail, the constituents need to know they failed. And right now, there's absolutely nothing out there that indicates whether an alderman has kept his promise or not. And so that, along with TIF, if you look at the school system, my son went to CPS K through 12. I was chairman of the LSC for 5 years, member of the LSC for 7 years, and I believe in the teachers, I really do. I think that they bust their ass and they get very little reward, and they get very little accolade as far as what they do. I know a ton of teachers that pay for things out of pocket, and they shouldn't have to do that, but unfortunately with our system, the way that things are structured, it's not going to change. And the reality is that Chicago is broke. And if you look at the current structure, there's no one really willing to take it on. I think Ron stepping out of this race, I think that's a clear admission that, you know what? The next mayor who steps in is stepping into the buzzsaw. I'm very good with numbers. That's been my forte. And I'll tell you what, there's not a mathematical probability that we can continue to pay what we've paid. Right now, 20 cents of every dollar goes towards the pensions, goes towards city pensions. You look at the aldermanic pensions, they're funded up to 16%. Why is that? Because they continue to dip into it and they kick the can down the road. There's zero accountability. The aldermen have voted on this. They have approved this. This has got to stop. You look at teachers' pensions right now, they're funded at 46%. That number is going to become less and less every day. Again, 20 cents of every tax dollar that the city of Chicago earns in revenue goes straight towards pensions. Things have to be done. Another big issue that needs to be addressed is TIF. TIF is a slush fund. It's an automatic slush fund. It's a merit slush fund. You look at 2017, teachers were going to strike. There's $175 million surplus above and beyond in the TIF funding. Ron took $87.5 million. That went directly to teachers. The balance went towards different businesses. Now, TIF in itself is not a bad thing. It's designed to help local business such as Reed's or any other local business that wants to expand. It makes sense, but it's got to be redesigned. Currently, every baseline tax is put at, is generated every 23 years, and you have a lot of TIF districts that are not paying in to the fund that should help to support teachers in schools. So I definitely think that there should be a redesign of TIF. The aldermanic process, we've got to eliminate aldermen. We've got to, you look at the current voting record of the aldermen, they voted against any type of government oversight. Aldermen have absolutely zero oversight into how they spend money. They're the only branch in Chicago government that doesn't have oversight. If anyone wants to make a complaint against an alderman, it has to be a signed complaint. Right now, in pretty much every industry, there's a whistleblower with the SEC, there's a whistleblower with the NFA. It's a completely anonymous process. Right now, you can't do that due to the fact that you sign something, they want to be able to come after you. It doesn't make it right. So the aldermanic process has definitely got to be adjusted. 3, incarceration rate. Another avenue for generating revenue for schools. Right now, there are 42,000 criminals in the Illinois/Chicago penal system. 42,000. Of that 42,000, it's a fact that half are considered nonviolent. Nonviolent, in order for one inmate to be housed on an annual basis, that's $38,000. Right now, it takes $14,000 to put a kid through school for 1 year. There are programs out there that cost anywhere from $4,000 to $6,000. You release those nonviolent offenders, you put them out there, you put them through programs that cost a fraction, you convert that money back into school systems. We've got a plan. Last but not least, safety. There's several things I want to do for the ward to get there. I'll go through 3 of them. The first one, safety. I'm a 3rd-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I've been studying martial arts since I was 6. Right now, you look at the statistics, rapes are up, robberies are up, burglaries are a big deal. I'm working with several martial arts schools within the ward that are going to offer free classes, free self-defense classes to anybody who will come. Men, women, children. You want to learn? You can come, you get a free class, they teach you the basics. We're going to have this on a monthly basis. The schools are committed to it. Second, finance. The average household income in this ward is $66,000. Current alderman makes $113,000. I'm working with people in the financial community to put together financial awareness and financial programs that are going to help people to understand where their income is and how they can budget to better their lives. Right now, there's a massive disconnect between how people should actually manage their finances and what is actually done. This leads to other issues. The third point is going to be elderly. I think that, I put my name out there, I put my phone number out there, I put my address out there. It doesn't matter. I want people to know that I care. We had a woman come, she was 72 years old, and she was talking about the current tax situation and how she has to budget to take a $12 cab ride or to pay parking downtown to go see her doctors. I mean, that to me is insane. If somebody is making a decision of, paying their property taxes or going to a doctor, I mean, this is what our city councilmen have put forward. And I would like to create a system where we are, the money that's allotted to aldermen, a portion of that is going to go to picking up the elderly, taking to their doctor's appointments, bring them home free of charge. How's it going to be done? There's a lot of ways to do it. I'm for lower tax rates. I'm for, coming up with new ideas to generate revenue. And the current councilmen, they have not done it. And so with that, that's pretty much my platform. I don't have much more to say other than, if you're a ward, you live in the ward and you haven't signed our petition, Eric here has our petition. If you haven't signed it, please do. Again, it's not a vote for me, it's just getting me on the ballot and letting me run. I know I sound a little disconnected. This is my first one, to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous. I've never done this before. There's some literature around here. Email me. I'll be happy to have a phone conversation with you or welcome you to my house. I have 4 crazy dogs So, and I mean, they're batshit crazy. You know, if you guys want to come over or have a conversation with what I can do for you, I'd love to know. So, thank you for showing up. And Joel, thank you so much for letting me use my first one. I'm one version. So,